Chill Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is already a celebrity in prison. They said he has already become the president of the prison board.
The investigation, the highest level, with the consideration of declaring the Sokoto Caliphate an international terror organization.
Yeah. Because there's issues of kidnapping coming from those areas. Collaboration side is critical. No one individual can do this together. We must work. So it says no to negotiation. There is no negotiation with any criminal.
Guys, welcome back again. No, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you'll be watching this particular video. So, Nnamdi Kanu, updates reaching us is that Nnamdi Kanu has become the president of the inmates in Sokoto, and it is obvious because Nnamdi Kanu, we know, is a leader. Although this might not be what he wanted, but as an act of honor, they actually conferred him the president. According to sowore, Nnamdi Kanu has become a celebrity in Sokoto Prison. Big shout out to everyone who is actually looking out for Nnamdi Kanu and making sure that Nnamdi Kanu gets the courage to continue living. At the moment, the big man himself, Sowore, has disclosed that very, very soon, Justice Omotosho will be running helter-skelter begging Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Prison. He made it clear that he's going to go there to beg, and he has made it clear that for all those people who refuse to come out to protest for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, he should be given the access to screen people who go and see him to ensure that he prevents them from seeing Nnamdi Kanu, making it clear that these people meant nothing good for Nnamdi Kanu until he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Meanwhile, America has decided, it's set to declare the Emir of Sokoto a terrorist because this man called Emir of Sokoto has refused to speak about the crying of Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians have been unalive, and this man never talked anything about them. So America is considering him, as one of those bandits aiding the terrorist attacks in Nigeria. And according to reports, they are going to actually name him very, very soon if nothing is done about it. Meanwhile, the recent nominated chief of defense, the former chief of defense who was nominated for appointment minister of defense right now, has stated and made it clear that there will be no pardoning of any form of crime in Nigeria. According to him, he's calling on all stakeholders to come and collaborate with him and all the armed forces to ensure that insecurity is tackled. And he also made it clear that there is no ground for negotiation, which is one of those things Ahmed Shegumi has been fighting for, crying out that bandits deserve support. Bandits should be included in Nigeria's budget. Funds should be allocated to them. They should be paid monthly and given allowances that bandits are suffering. This Nigeria, they are just making a caricature of all our constitution. I mean, how on earth are we supposed to be bowing down to bandits? I mean, sharing resources with bandits. This is to say that these people mean no well for Nigeria. First of all, let me take you to the first video of Sowore, who went to see Nnamdi Kanu and the update he has regarding Nnamdi Kanu's well-being. Take a look at the video, watch the end, and stay tuned, because after this video, I will take you to the next video of America, who is already deciding whether Emir of Sokoto or the Sultan of Sokoto will become, among the people they will name as terrorists, sponsors in Nigeria.
Chill Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is already a celebrity in prison. They said he has already become the president of the prison, but I doubt that is what Nnamdi Kanu wanted. But it must have been conferred on him just by respect, So very soon, you will see that they will, on their own, reverse the most fundamental mistake they ever made regarding Nnamdi Kanu. You can quote me on that.
So Nnamdi Kanu is in Sokoto Prison.
What did we predict to you? That they will do that? Well, I also predicted that it will be the greatest mistake of their life. And now, the people we asked to protest to prevent Nnamdi Kanu from going to jail are all rushing to Sokoto. I want his family members to give me the rights to admit people to see him, so that I can be screening them. And I'll tell you the day the judge who sentenced him is going to go to Sokoto. He's going to go beg like Fela was begged in Bama prison for doing what is wrong, if he has not done that already. But if he wants to go, tell him to contact me. I will arrange the safe passage to Sokoto. This was the worst thing they could have done to them. When they were taking him to Sokoto, They thought they would ridicule him. When they got to Sokoto, he has turned Sokoto to another Mecca.
Yes, pilgrimage.
That's what we predicted. You know, they don't have sense because they don't have people who can reason in government. And now, look at where we are. You jail Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is already a celebrity in prison. They said he has already become the president of the prison, but I doubt that is what Nnamdi Kanu wanted. But it must have been conferred on him just by respect, you know. So very soon, you will see that they will, on their own, reverse the most fundamental mistake they ever made regarding Nnamdi Kanu. You can quote me on that.
So what do you have to say? The judge has ruled that you should be restrained from talking about some issues that incite the public against the government of the day.
Don't misquote the judge. He just said that he was talking about national security. I'm not the national security.
Yes.
I'm not a police officer.
Yes.
You also heard me tell the judge that we have a plan to defeat the candidate on the other side, and I will continue to make public policy statements. It's all right. You know, I think we have to give it to the judge that he applied wisdom.
Sir, Nnamdi Kanu has been seen of late talking about the safety of the abducted. He was even reassuring the families of the victims that their children are well and safe while in captivity. Doesn't that speak of?
Well, what Nnamdi Kanu has come to tell you is that he's the new chief negotiator with the terrorists. So, and that's probably what Tinubu appointed him to be doing now. What they are doing is empowering the terrorists, and it is because they have no capacity to disempower them. So they engage. If Nnamdi Kanu can tell you that they are in good hands, they said, and they are safe where they are, then come and redefine to me the meaning of safety. If a child who is barely 15 to 16 years is not in school and not with their parents, they are not safe. There's nobody who is safe in the hands of deranged kidnappers, terrorists, or bandits. No. So that's why I said maybe you should define to me the meaning of safety. But they are telling you, without missing words, that's the world we are living in. Maybe some of you are still in denial.
Do you now support the US coming to rescue Nigeria?
No, the US is not coming to rescue Nigeria. The US is ridiculing Nigerian leaders.
So what should we do?
Well, kick out the leaders who cannot protect you.
Exactly.
That's simple. You deserve protection, not from the. You didn't elect Donald Trump to protect you. Elected, or they selected Tinubu. And the reason I'm saying this so that those of you who are carried away by US promises is that if the US comes there to help you clear Sambisa forest, who is going to clear the forest in Edo State for you? You know, except you then agree that the US must replace your government. So your next governor in Edo State will be called Moore from Idaho. The one from Ondo State will be from New York. You know, the one from Zamfara, they may not find a governor to go to Zamfara because US people don't like to go to unsafe places. So, and I have restated it again, that as an African, a Pan-Africanist, it is a disgrace that we keep looking for, you know, salvation from the people who enslaved us, the people who colonized us. You know, somebody who took you as a slave 400,000 years ago cannot love you when it is him and his past policies and of their grandparents that put you in the condition there. Have you forgotten the Cold War? You know, have you forgotten colonialism? Have you forgotten their attempts to replace that? They've even trained so many of the soldiers you are seeing today. DSS, they were trained in the US or by the US security agencies. How come the training didn't have any impact on that? So, if you want salvation, build your own country. Elect leaders who can protect you, but always looking for help from people. You know, it's either you are looking for, you know, you are looking for help from a foreign religion, foreign god. Now you are looking for help from the foreign army to come and help you cleanse your land. They don't have your time. They have. You see, I want to tell you here, the US have what they call attention deficit disorder. In terms of international intervention and policies, they don't have time for you to. They don't have time to stay with you. After a while, if it inconveniences them, they leave. But they don't even have any plan to come here except just do some symbolic actions, and then after, at the end, we are still going to need to have your leaders protect you. after they have come and gone. That is if they come at all.
Do you now support state police?
What?
State police.
Oh, I've always supported state police.
Even if
but not without proper guidance and regulation. I support state police on the condition that all the policemen will be trained according to the same standards across the country, and that they are well paid, not like in Ondo State where they have an equivalent of state police right now. They don't even have they have casualization, they don't have appointment letter, they don't have insurance cover. You want people to come and risk their lives for you, and they don't have anything to show that they are working with you. So
Alright guys, welcome back again. Big shout out to Sowore, who has always been supporting Nnamdi Kanu. From day one, he has been the one agitating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, reports has it that Nigerian government, wanted to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to kpai. You understand? They wanted to actually declare him a kpied man. Probably they will just kpai him, but because of agitations, protests from, inspired by Sowore, they actually reduce it to life sentencing, and it's actually a better one. At least at the moment they are appealing his release, and probably Nigerians are saying that probably they will get him released via political means and all of that. So we are waiting that order from Mr. President. Now, delving into the real matter of the day, Sultan of Sokoto, has always been among those people who, keeps quiet, and he has never condemned the incessant spying of Nigerians. That is one of the reasons America looks at him as one of those people, who is sponsoring these issues. And aside that, we know that America probably has done their research. And again, this issue of Sharia law and some other Islamic laws, which is even overriding the laws of Nigerians. America is saying that Nigeria has to ban it. They must abolish it. Let's not forget, this is the same Sharia law that made a Nigerian Christian who said Jesus is God, in one of those schools in the north, and all of a sudden she was spied and nothing happened. The people that spied him were not arrested. Nothing was done to those people, and it is actually a very, very bad one that in Nigeria we have other laws that supersede the general law that is supposed to protect every lives and property in this country. First of all, let me play that video. Listen to what the American man talk, and after which I'll bring you the next video of General Mustapha Musa, who has made it clear that there will be no pardoning of any act of criminality in the country. And he's making it clear that nobody is going to be negotiating with bandits anymore. It is fire for fire. Take a look at the video, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. Your opinion remains vital.
Immediate investigation, the highest level, with the consideration of declaring the Sokoto Caliphate an international terror organization. And treated as such. Predator drones and Tomahawk missiles go a lot further at stopping this stuff than sanctions ever will. And that's what's warranted here. It is a genocidal regime. It is a terrorist organization. Amen. And finally, focus international efforts, focus attention on restoring the internally displaced. Justice and restoration. Again, this will prevent as many as 5-6 million from being radicalized in the next 5 years. It's existential. We must focus on the internally displaced. Not just as human beings, not just as Christians, but it's in our vital national interest to do so. And the restoration of IDPs to their rightful fatherlands, that will require the purging of the jihadis. But we don't do it to kill the jihadis, we do it to restore justice. We do it to restore the IDPs. That's necessary. Congressional delegation charges of genocide against the Tinubu regime, declaring the caliphate a terrorist organization, and restoring the internally displaced. That's how you uproot this. That's how you fix it. Everything else is just window dressing.
Because there's issues of kidnapping coming from those areas. Collaboration side is critical. No one individual can do this together. We must work. So it says no to negotiation. There is no negotiation with any criminal. And I think that should be made very, very clear. We are working together. We're going to work together with the NSS office to ensure that states don't adopt such things, because those things compromise security. And to tell those that nobody, if you negotiate with them, they will never abide by it. It's just a moment. When they do that, they want to buy time to buy more arms, and then they were going to come. And we have seen it repeatedly. There are even localities that have done that. They still come after them. So, sir, it's a total ban on that, total ban on illegal mining, and all those other aspects that are bringing these things together. So I think we must be able to do that. We'll find out what happened, who are those involved, including that one for the children at Maga. It is unfortunate that the troops will be there and then will leave and shortly something happened. It is unacceptable. And I can assure you, sir, we're going to investigate, and all those found culpable will face the law accordingly. And we'll make sure that we monitor all the activities of the armed forces and the security agencies, make sure that they remain very, very professional. Any information that comes will be treated adequately, and make sure that the troops also take action as quickly as possible. But I want to assure Nigerians that, sir, coming on board, having served 39 years all through my career in the armed forces, we have seen what is going on, we have understood what is going on, and we know what we need. All I'm appealing, sir, is that with your approval, once you come on stream, we're going to come back to you, sir, to show you exactly what we need for us to do better, for us to achieve success. We can win this war, but we must work together. We must get the support, because I can tell you, not calling members, there's still a lot of gaps within the armed forces that is also mitigating against them be able to achieve success fully into what we're doing. And like I said, we need the state governors, we need everyone to be on board for us to be able to achieve that. So my assurance is, from day one, we're going to monitor and review all our activities, all the operations that we're doing. Where we have done wrong, we're going to take measures to address them. Where things need to be done, we're going to, and then we're going to come back again, sir, because there are areas that we need your support. And like Senator Lawan mentioned, the issue of funding. Without proper funding, it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. But
Alright guys, so come back again. Thank you for watching up to this point. I believe you have actually seen and you know everything that is happening in this country at the moment. I mean, big shout out to everyone who is fighting for the betterment of the country. Big shout out to Sowore once again for always taking his time to visit Nnamdi Kanu. He has become one of the strongest men and one of the biggest support of Nnamdi Kanu, always assuring the man that everything is going to be fine. Like some people will say, gold will not become gold if it has not been tried in the furnace. So this is actually a trying moment for Nnamdi Kanu, and he's going to overcome it. We are believing that his release will come through political terms, negotiations, and all of that. But Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that we know who is not going to, lower his standard or meddle in their, use politics to get freedom. He wants freedom, from the right way, but we know that there's no law in Nigeria at the moment. So, his freedom has to come through any means, to get him free out of the place. So, guys, what do you think about the whole issue? The declaration of America, who is going to be declaring Sultan of Sokoto or Emir of Sokoto, whatever is being addressed as one of those terrorists, or one of those entity, organizing terror attacks in Nigeria. I mean, from all indication, this man has never for once spoken about this issue. What could be the reason? People have been quiet. They were talking about Christian genocide. Nigerians have been unalived, but this man still keeps quiet. Even in Sokoto, things are going on, but he doesn't make any statement about it. It is very, very worrisome at the moment, and Nigerians are beginning to also ask questions about this man. Alright guys, this much we can take on this one. Now don't forget to smash the like button, share this video, and also see you on my next videos.